Good morning everybody, how are we doing today? Good afternoon, good evening to everybody as well. Welcome to the Earth Agni Kai of October 2018. I'm your host Avatar Liger, aka Liger. I run the Republic City Discord. This is what the event is for today. We'll be choosing our next Earth Leader, aka Earth King or Earth Queen. We do have 3 participants today going head to head in a bout of intensity and trials. We're just trying to get a couple things running before we get started. I do believe they are in the Agni Kai lobby, getting things ready, getting themselves warmed up, shaking out their hands, mind-boggling things. It's a matter of not necessarily brains or brawn or skill. It's more of a matter of their knowledge as a person and if they're fit for the role just by their nature. Anyways, I think we'll get straight into it. If there's anything you need to know, updates will be on Discord and on Twitter. Please feel free to join the Discord and follow me on Twitter for any updates. As of that, I will be tweeting out live right now that we are live. One moment, let me get that sent out. Very sorry again as to why it is being forced to... I hope it stays that way. We are live. Let's think of a rhyme. We are live. We are live. Live indeed we are. That's not a rhyme, but here we are. Okay, we'll enjoy that. It's a nice tweet. We'll get that out there. Leave a like, subscribe, smash that like. No problem. Alright, I believe we're going to be joining the participants. Wason, Iski and Cross, that's what we're calling them. However, I've put their Twitch names up on the main title page, so we'll go to that just now. As you guys know, trivia, multiple choice, 4 answers. One of those answers is the correct answer, netting the total of 4 points. The others will suffice and provide 3, 2 or 1 depending on each question. That varies. The best thing for them to do is choose the most earthbender appropriate answer, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we will have a scoreboard I've got just down here with me, and I'll keep track of everything. Okay, and we should be good from there. We have about, I believe, 15 questions. I was going to do 20, but I decided to cut it down. If you have any problems, just reach out to Dusty in the chat. I think he's a mod with us here today, keeping things alive. And if there's any problems, we do have a couple more questions as a tiebreaker in case they both net the same scores. And we'll go there, and I'll join them just now. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, yes, we are live, How are we doing today, Wason, Iski and Cross? How are you all feeling?
Feeling fine. Alright.
Good? Yeah? Ready? Hyped up? Alright, we'll go quickly. Get words from everybody, starting from the bottom. Cross, how are you feeling today? Are you here to win, and what's your plan?
I am... Well, I don't have much of a plan. I just kind of, go with the flow. But I stand my ground, you could say. I'm feeling pretty fine, I'm confident with my responses, and I think I'm a level-headed person. That's what I like to believe. But I think I'm gonna do fine. Alright.
Sounds good. Sounds like confidence. Iski, any words of wisdom?
I don't know, just we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how this goes? Okay, fair enough. Wason, any final words before you get into it?
Not really. I mean, I hope I didn't get any study guides I was supposed to study.
There were no study guides, it's all instinct.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, also,
Okay,
before I
good.
forget, I just wanted to at least thanks, I did want to thank Aquarius Speech for the follow, as well as Cross, you resub, didn't you? Cross with the resub, thank you very much, as well as Mizukage Eric for subscribing with the tier 1 subscription, and of course, another one, Dragon Sin subscribing now. Ooh, this is getting heated, we need to get into this. Alright, you guys ready? You have stream open, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to the first question.
I have it open, but I cannot stream 1020.
Is it forcing you to 720? Okay, I'm gonna
let
to...
me see.
I'm gonna just screenshot
let me
and send
restart
it. If you want, I can just screenshot the questions and send them to you, Cross.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
but it's also locked at 720.
Ooh, okay, look, I'm gonna create... Okay, I'll
But it
create
seems
a...
good so far.
Hold on, let me create a group chat real quick. And I'll make this easier for us. Okay. Hello? You guys here? Yeah? In this chat?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna send the first question to you there. Oh my goodness, that's loading quick. Tell me if you see the picture. Should be there in just a couple seconds.
I do.
Alright, I see it.
Ross?
Yeah, it should have punched stream for me
Yep, I see it.
first.
I see it.
Set up on stream first? Okay, no problem. I'm gonna keep doing that as a backup, okay? And we'll go with that. Alrighty. Okay, here we are. First question. Let's begin. When setting a task for your teammates, what strategy would you best recommend? A. Get involved yourself and let people come up with suggestions as well. B. Assign everyone a task and rely on them to get the job done. Or C. Assigning everyone to focus on their own portion of the assignment. Or D. To split people into small groups so that they can work together on tasks.
I go for B.
Okay.
Personally, I would go for D, and the reason for that is because, at least on the level of management, team management, it's always better to create small teams so they can be, there's more cohesion and like more teamwork, and also because it can be more specialized that way. Essentially, you create specialized teams that focus on specific tasks, and they band in together, therefore being more efficient and more effective.
I like that. There's a thought process behind it.
Yeah, I was gonna go with D as well.
D as well? Okay, no problem. Okay. Good start. Alrighty. Remember, I'm tallying up the scores as I go, and you'll find out at the end. So let's move on to the next question. I will also send this to all of you again. Okay. And I'll start reading out now. Okay. Question 2. If you were an adept fighter and you encounter a foe with a mirror of your fighting style, would you A. Change into a defensive fighting style to observe your enemy? B. Sorry, that's an arrow there. Here we go. B. Go on the offensive and overpower them with the same fighting style. Or C. Adapt to your new situation and counter their fighting style. Or finally, D. Remember the weaknesses of your fighting style and strike confidently.
I would probably go with D. I think mainly because, okay, if I am a master of my, of my style, I should be able to, break it, I guess. Find what makes it good and what makes it not good. Therefore, also being able to counteract better, I guess, if I know the weaknesses of it. So like if my fighting style is not as good for like short distance, then obviously I'm gonna try to go on that and attack that route. So I think it's the most effective way.
Fair point. Fair point.
I was gonna go with A,
Okay.
so I could like observe them and find out what move they need to do to counter them.
Okay. And Iski?
I'm gonna go with D.
Okay. Everybody's answers locked in? Yes.
Yes.
Mine is.
Okay. Let's double checking. Wason, you said A,
Yeah.
and Iski and Crossbow said D. Okay. No problem. Alright, moving on. Get that ready for you one more time. Question 3. What type of people do you feel are the most detrimental to your nation? Option A. People who turn constructive criticism into a personal tragedy. B. When those who are... Sorry, I wrote that wrong. When those who have responsibilities who then run from them. C. Those who disrespect their seniors, teachers and masters. Or D. Seekers of secrets, those who don't trust their leaders.
B.
Okay, B.
I would say D. D probably. Mainly because like at the end of the day, the honesty of your people and them telling you the entire situation allows you to actually create a proper plan So therefore, those who are not honest end up screwing everything up essentially, because you create a plan that's flawed from the beginning because you don't see it everything. You see it the whole picture that your followers are lying to you. You know?
Yeah.
It's like the biggest kind of betrayal, essentially.
Yeah, I would say B, because if like one person like skips out on their work, it could affect everyone down the chain,
That's you
like
said.
in a negative fashion. What?
Yep. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, it's a good response. I like those responses. So just double checking. Wason, you said B,
Yes.
and then Iski said B as well, and then Cross, you chose D, correct?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Nicely done. So we go on to the next question. Question 4. What trait do you believe should be important for a nation leader? A. Forward thinking. B. Being a conflict resolver. C. Being a decision maker. Or D. Being an aware listener.
D.
Okay.
I think that forward thinking pretty much okay. So what makes a nation great or like allows it to grow is forward thinking essentially, like makes a corporation grow. Because really, okay, we're listening is gonna police everyone, but at the end of the day that doesn't make your nation better for the people, because at the end of the day the people don't know what they want. So I think forward thinking, like, it's the best way because you can create new paths to essentially glory or like grow your own nation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, decision making is also pretty good. I think A is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
I would say aware listener, and I do think forward thinking is important, but I think you should also like listen to everyone around you and take into consideration everyone else, and then base your decisions off of that,
Okay.
like
That's nice.
off of what everybody else says and puts into.
I like that you're all thinking them through really well. It's pretty good. Very nice. Okay. Alright. Question 5. If you were an adept fighter in a fight, what would be your first strategy? A. Adapt to the oncoming danger and assess the opponent's skills. B. Be steadfast in your movements and attacks and strike at their weaknesses. Or C. Prioritize dodging and evasion and fire at the opponent through delicate maneuvers. I spelled maneuvers wrong, sorry. Or D. Strike hard and true and drive through the enemy's offense.
I'll go with
go
A.
Yeah, I was saying I'm going with A.
I would go with C, mainly because dodging and innovation essentially makes you so you don't end up getting hurt. Which at the end of the day, in a long, worn out fight, actually gets you the win. While obviously the A would be faster, the C actually guarantees a better path to victory or a more secure path to victory. It's more conservative, but yeah.
Okay, can you all give me an answer one more time, just to double check?
I went with A.
A.
C.
Okay. Alright. Question 6 now, I do believe. Oh, good. Question 6, here we go. What trait would you most prefer from your second in command? Empathy, perseverance, enthusiasm, or being amicable?
Perseverance, definitely. Because at the end of the day, the nation itself is going to go through rough times. And when the perseverance to, get essentially when you fall, get back up, and like stick to your goals and your dreams, and that's definitely what someone I would want someone that's my second in command for my nation.
Yeah, I was gonna go with B too.
I agree with B.
Yeah, I agree with A, but yeah, perseverance is most important.
Okay, so you all go with B. Alright. Just having a bit of lag on stream, just want to double check what's going on. Okay, we'll continue. Just for we might take a quick half time. About halfway through. Okay. First things first, question 7. When dealing with a criminal, specifically someone who's made a minor felony of your nation, would you, option A, punish them, option B, forgive them, option C, incarcerate them, or option D, seek reimbursement?
I would go with C.
Okay, what do you mean by punish them? What is this? What is the context of this? Like, does punishment mean like killing them, or
That depends. That depends on your view of punishment.
Yeah, it probably depends on the crime they commit. It just varies.
And also, I mean, I would probably incarcerate them. But what does also seek reimbursement mean? Like revenge?
Well, it depends on the minor felony. I'm just saying in general.
I think incarcerate sounds like the best option.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to do the death sentence. I find that a bit too extreme, but also not just to forgive them, because they wouldn't learn from that and possibly just go out and do it again. Like, give them time and change the time depending on the crime.
You know, but the one interesting part is that D, the reimbursement, actually brings up, you know, a path to rehabilitation, which is something that doesn't actually exist in certain countries in the world. So
I'm not talking about countries of the world. I'm talking about the Avatar universe. This is in general. We're in a vacuum here.
Yes. But I mean, like, you know, having like a path to essentially come back to society in the nation, you know. I think like if it's a rehabilitation program in sense of, you know, reimbursing the person that you committed the crime for, then I think I would go for seek reimbursement. If it's like that.
Remember, like it's a minor felony. So that's
I'm
like
gonna go B.
If it was a burglary, like Bulgaria or something, then
okay. Alright, okay.
I'm gonna go with B, forgiveness.
Okay. And Cross, your final answer, what was it again?
yeah,
Seek
D.
reimbursement?
D.
Seek reimbursement,
Yeah.
no problem. Okay. I'm just a bit worried about that. Okay, no problem. We'll keep going. We'll muscle through this. It's about to get harder.
I do have a question.
Yes, go for it. What's the question?
How many questions are there?
15.
Okay.
We're halfway. Okay. All right.
Alright.
You've all done pretty well so far. I've actually been very surprised with the responses. I do like the talking about them as well before you answer. I do like that. It's good. It opens up the ideas. Anyway, let's continue. Question 8. In group activities, what skills should a team captain prioritize? A. Expertise. B. Creativity. C. Teamwork. D. Dependability.
I would go with teamwork.
I agree, teamwork.
Which
it's kind of difficult to figure out because expertise. Okay, if your team leader is not an expert on the matter, then no one's gonna trust him essentially. Eventually, people start following him. So that's something I would really value. And also dependability. But I think the biggest one would be A, expertise. Mainly because you need someone. Essentially, by having expertise, would be someone that you can depend on. So it's pretty much like a loophole. I would go for A.
Okay.
Yeah, like expertise is definitely something they should look into. But I do think, like, as far as prioritize, I think look at teamwork and who works best together, and then with that you can find out like how well they do in certain situations.
Okay. Those are your final answers?
Yep.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah. A.
No problem.
C.
Okay. Got it. Moving on to question 9. What do you believe should be the strength of a nation leader? Option A, the strength of your body and hard work. Option B, your mind and the intellect you carry with you. Option C, your drive and determination to succeed. Or option D, your adaptability to be able to change and follow through with acceptance.
Oh, I'm really torn between C and B.
I'm pretty torn between A and C because
Yeah, both those I find almost equally important.
Okay, take your time to think on this one. It's a bit tough. We're in the last 5 now. Sorry, 6. Sorry, 7.
I'm going to lock in my answer with C.
Locking in C. Okay.
I'm gonna go with A.
I'm gonna go with C as well.
Okay. It's good responses. Okay, we're moving on to question 10. Here we go. Question 10. As a leader, who do you assign in positions of influence and power? A. Those with the expertise. Similar question as before, but a bit different. Those with the expertise to fulfill and uphold their promises. Or B. Those who are trusted and accustomed with your nation. Or C. Those who are trained for a specific role. Or D. Those who are knowledgeable about their nation's ways.
I'm going with B. Because it's a trusted you.
I'm going with C because it makes sense in a meritocracy.
Okay.
I'm going to go with A.
You essentially put people that are well suited for the job into the job.
I mean, both A and C fit for meritocracies, but
yeah, true.
Yeah, like
No.
B. Because
Mel,
it's
what now?
already trusted, you know.
Those are your final
Always
answers?
has the nation.
Yeah, it's kind of, now I think about it, like A and C are like kind of the same, to be honest.
Okay, everything's a bit different. You never know.
But the C is more I forgot the name of the one that created the theorem, but the C makes more sense.
Okay.
Following my responses so far.
Okay. Alright, moving on. Question 11. What do you believe? What do you believe is your weakness? A. You have no weaknesses. B. Your devotion to others. C. Your loyalty to your nation. Or D. Your compromising nature. Take a minute on this one.
I would definitely go for B.
Yeah.
Mainly because my that's why I would be a terrible nation leader, and in the real world, obviously, because I would have to, I would be the kind of leader to sacrifice myself. But at the end of the day, you need the leader to survive, so the nation can rebuild if something happens. But I wouldn't be able to do that. So I think that my weaknesses would be my devotion to others and to the people.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
I agree with B.
Okay. That was interesting. Very tough. It was a tough question. Alright, here we go. Now the most important question of the entire quiz. What would you prefer as a secondary element? Metal, mud, sand, or lava?
Lava.
Okay, you get 0 points.
Metal.
You get 0 points.
Huh.
You still get 0 points if you don't answer the question, Iski.
Okay, I'm stuck between
Pretty
C
sure
and
we'll-
D.
Hey,
Quick, choose E.
I thought... E!
Quick, time is going
What is
down.
it?
5, 4.
Z.
You said we had unlimited time.
Not this question. This is an outlier.
Okay, C. I'll go C.
See, sand. All right. The answer was Earth. You all failed. Call yourselves Earthbenders.
what did you say? Secondary.
I don't know what you're talking about. The question's over. Next question, please. Question 13.
Lava is part of the earthbending.
I don't know what you're talking about. Question 13. As an
Metal is
adept
terrible.
fighter, what do you recommend your people learn as a priority? Being grounded so you can face whatever comes at you, or assessing the situation and adapting to whatever comes at your way, or striking first so you can drive through the opponent, or be constantly moving and cutting through your opponent's attacks.
I'd go with A.
I'll go B.
I'll go with D. Yeah.
Any
Yeah,
thoughts?
makes sense.
Any thoughts as to why you chose those
mainly,
responses?
mainly because, all right. So let me just start going through the thought process. Okay, A essentially makes you into kind of like a fortress kind of a strategy, which is like really weak against like opponents that are like technically stronger than you. D makes you try to find an opening to actually beat someone that's stronger than you. A doesn't really allow you to do that. So you would have to be pretty much the strongest fighter in the world, but there's always going to be someone stronger. So doesn't make much sense. The C one seems rather impulsive, and B is probably the second one I would pick.
Yeah, this one is similar to previous questions. I chose A because it allows you to like observe and see what comes at you, so you can know like how to counter it.
I mean, that's literally what B is. Assess the situation.
Yeah. So A and B actually, yeah, about the same.
Very good. Very good. Let's move on to question 14. What weapon would you recommend to your people to learn? We have option A, a defensive and adjustable weapon. Option B, a precise and specific weapon. Option C, a complicated and diverse weapon. Or option D, a sleek and resourceful weapon.
I go with B.
I'll go D.
I go with A. Since it's adjustable, obviously you can just use it for multiple situations. And considering the strength of an airbender, being able to fight off, any incoming like attack, I think is pretty useful, I would say.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Alright, final question. Ready? Question 15. If your nation was at war, what would be your priority? Option A, fortify your land so that you may survive the oncoming oppressors. Or B, protect your people and stand and fight. Or C, bring the fight to your enemies' homes, or no man's land, aka a middle ground. Or D, survive the war at all costs, use alliances, trade deals, or tactics to win.
I go with D. I think of like along the lines of like teamwork and like building alliances and working with other people.
I would go with A, uh, because okay, the problem with D is that it depends on the kind of alliances we're talking about. Because if there's like alliances people don't agree with, for the sake of you surviving the war, then at the end of the day, after the war, the nation is just gonna fall apart as as a consequence of those alliances. Therefore, like, it seems rather hasty to sometimes. Yeah, you want to survive the war at any cost, but what's the point of surviving if the country's gonna fall or the nation's gonna fall apart either way because of the decision you took during war?
Pretty
yeah.
good point. Pretty good point.
Yeah.
Has anybody not answered? Okay. We'll run through your responses all again. Wason, what did you choose?
D.
I
Okay.
chose A.
I chose B.
Sorry, Cross, what did you choose?
A.
A, okay. Alright. Very well.
Yeah, that's stuck.
Whew.
I tried to choose between B and D.
Very well, very well. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to tally up the results. I'm going to talk a bit about it, and I'll come back to you guys with the final result in just a couple minutes.
Alright.
Any last things you
Alright.
want to say to everybody in the chat?
If I lose, I'm calling racism.
Okay.
Then
If I lose, I'm calling sexism and transphobism.
Okay. Next.
I guess Mason is the only one that's not.
That just means
minority.
Wason doesn't believe he's going to lose. That's confidence. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh,
Why-
got
why
you
would I-
there. Alright.
Clearly, I already won.
I'll mull it over. Okay. How we doing, chat? Alrighty. I'm gonna do some quick math. Let's see how we go. Alright. Now, first things first. Get that calculator open. Oh yeah. Alright, let's do Wason score real quick. Wason did pretty well. Started off very strong. I was actually very, very impressed. Ooh, very nice score so far. Let's do Iskies real quick. Double check that one more time. Okay, that's good. Very nice and strong. Looks like streams. Yeah, I apologize about that. Oh, good night, my blow. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I apologize about that issue. When I started the stream, it locked it to 7:20. But look, we're only going to be live for about 5 more minutes anyway, and I'd rather not restart the stream. We'll just end it. As long as you can hear me, though. Can you hear me? Is that fine? I hope so. Okay, we're just going to quickly finalize everything, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. Okay. Alrighty. Gonna check on their scores now. Okay. Gonna double check everything double time. Hope you're enjoying this calculating ASMR. Oh my goodness, we have a draw. Okay. I'll double check that one last time. Which means we'll be definitely going to a tiebreaker question if this is a draw. It's a draw. Okay. We do have a draw between two participants. I'll be pulling them back in momentarily. Okay. Okay.
I don't even know who won.
Okay.
Hello.
We have a draw between two participants for first place.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Who is it?
Not me, right?
First things first, I want to say thank you so much for participating, Iski. Unfortunately, you weren't part of the draw. However,
Oh, wow, okay.
we want to thank you for being with us today and participating and putting on a good fight for these two.
Okay,
So
how close
everybody,
was I,
oh, you were off by like 2 points. So
though?
that's
Wow,
pretty good.
okay.
2 points. It's okay. I did the math over and over again. It was very close. And I'll tell you why about it later. I'll tell you what it was. It was a really interesting question. Anyways, but first, round of applause for Iski. Get some clap plus ultra in the chat. All that stuff. Definitely put up a good fight as well. Alright. Okay. Mason and Cross. I'm going to be giving you Spitfire questions.
Oh, dear.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
Alright. But first, we're going to go to question 16. Can you both see question 16 or should I send it to you as well?
Send it to me because obviously it's not 20
Yeah,
million
listen.
stuff.
Okay. Okay. This is question 16. Okay. Oh, here we are. As a nation leader, what traits do you believe you have? A. You are not easily frightened. You are a survivor. Or B. You find it easy to connect with people who you are different with. Or C. You are assertive, confident in voicing your thoughts and opinions. And D. Intuitive, imaginative, far-thinking, grasping the larger picture comes easy to you. Take your time, think on it.
That's a problem. 'Cause what if I have multiple?
I would go with A. Like, it's tough between A and D,
Okay.
but I would say A.
Okay.
Not much really, like, scares me.
Okay. To make it easier for you both, here's the trick to this question. You are allowed to choose 2 out of the 4 answers. Okay?
Okay.
So those 2 answers will add up and give you that final score. Why can't I hear myself? Okay? Take your time. Choose either A or D, A or C, B or A, whatever you prefer.
Okay. This is kind of scary, I guess. So I'm not gonna choose A. Ha, I get it. So I got. I'm gonna pick C and D. Mainly because C. Something has been told to me many times before is that I'm pretty good at, and I'm pretty confident about voicing my opinion, or voicing my thoughts, or the way I explain myself. So I definitely think that's a trait I have, or as a nation leader. And on the other part, there's the intuitive, imaginative, and forward thinking. And, this is kind of my job description. So, based on my experience as an engineer and stuff, anything like that, understanding the larger picture is pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis. Try to figure out how everything works together and how everything affects each other. Trying to not to get lost on the individualities of certain parts of an environment, and instead trying to figure out the best ways everything can work together. Therefore, I think it's definitely one of my biggest traits. At the same time, with being confident and assertive on my opinions, that I believe that I'm right, or believe that what I'm saying makes any sense.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
I
go
would say it's the end.
I go with A and D.
A and D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And why do
I'm
you
not
choose those 2?
scared of. I'm not really scared of much, or just even if something does kind of scare me, I usually just like go at it without like. I mean, I don't I do think about it, but I try to like ignore like the bad parts about a negative, because I realize it's probably not that bad, and I usually do tend to look at the larger picture and things.
Good responses.
Yeah, and I'm very imaginative. Like I could like imagine a bunch of different like scenarios that just happen all the time. So I can like it's really easy to like think ahead for me.
I like that. That's very useful information to have. It's a good choice to have from both of you. Alrighty, finalizing it here and now. Ready? We do have a winner here today. Congratulations, Datkros, for netting 2 extra points in that final round over Wason. So a round of applause for Datkros, who is now your new Earth King. Well played, Wason. Thank you for joining us today as well. Round of applause for Wason, everybody. It was very intense. I was very surprised. It's good, very good. You performed really well. There were a lot of questions early on. I'm going to give you guys a rundown. Early on, we had storming out the gate. Iski had a massive lead, netting a lot of points early on. Mason coming in around the middle of the game, netting a lot of good 3-pointers as well. However, Cross maintained a good average amount of points throughout the entire thing, and then scored some high points towards the end, and definitely took the win. So you can see sometimes you never know what's going to happen as the entire thing goes down. So claps all around, all that stuff, you know. Whew. Intense. Still shaking. Sorry about the lag from stream, guys. I hope it's a bit okay now. If anything, thank you very much, Mizukage Eric, for the 500 congratulatory bits towards Cross. Do you want me to transfer that to you? How does this work? When you start streaming, I'll send you. I'll put it into the Earth Kingdom budget, okay? When I start doing some art for the Earth Kingdom emotes, put it into the budget. Alrighty. Okay, that's pretty much the end of the stream with Datkros as the new Earth King. Okay, so we'll go into the Discord, give you that rank right on now. Boom. You now have a nicer green. Whatever the case. Yay. Okay, and I think we'll wrap it up there for now. We just wanted to do a quick sort of stream. We were planning to do it earlier on in the day, however, we had some timing issues, but that's okay. If anything, we're going to be now hosting our good friend Wingo9967. He's playing some tomb raiding with his future wife, so that'll be fun. And it's okay. All good. We'll wrap it up there. And I will definitely see you all in the future. I do have an announcement. I apologize, I'm so bad at this. Before we raid Ringo, we'll get the raid going. However, before we raid Wingo, first thing we're going to do, I do have a couple of announcements to make. After long consideration, we finally got a stream schedule that'll be going up later tonight. Here's what we're planning on doing. Here we go. If you go towards here. Okay. Here's what's going to happen for the next month or so. I know because it's Halloween, people want to play some scary games. I might do that maybe later on in the month. We'll see how we go. However, priority. There will be 4 streams a week. That'll be confirmed what days there will be. Most likely it'll be the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On top of that, we'll have Rocket League grinding, Overwatch grinding, solo queue to Masters. We'll be starting a new series in honor of when we did Zoids and Paper Mario, in which I call the Memory Lane series. I go back to games I played as a child, or just games that are generally older, you know, less frames, you know, it's a bit easier to run, things like that. We'll be playing Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, GameCube title. It's going to be really fun. We'll have that set up. And then on top of that, we're going to be having a chill game, something to do some jukebox. We're going to be playing Dragon Ball Z, Xenoverse 2 specifically, the one on PC, and we'll be running through that story, and we'll have a good time. That will be replaced in the future by Black Ops Battle Royale, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, let's raid Wingo. See you all there. Ta-ta. Who says ta-ta? Bye-bye.